Henry McClure Live. Give me a call if you want to be on the show this morning. 785-272-2297. Make sure this off call 40. I always forward my landline to the cell phone. All right, this is my Vital Red drink that I drank from that doctor, heart doctor. Yeah, I have a heart. Here comes Charlie Wilson wanting to be in the video. Okay, no, right there. Put your feet up. Right there, put your feet up. Good morning. Beat it. Get a go, boy. Man, I had a long weekend, and I didn't get shit done. I got a letter from the Department of Revenue saying my license is suspended. Okay, it's not funny, but in 2014, I got a DUI. Then they lost the paperwork, and I did not fight it. You know what I mean? I didn't say, hey, you know, look, I got arrested, but you guys never sent me any paperwork. So that went on for maybe 7 or 8 months, and then finally the paperwork caught up with me. Second DUI in Kansas. And so, you know, I got one like in around 2001, and you get a diversion. But if you get caught driving again, you get a you get like it's like the first one goes away, or the first one is the retrieval is gone. And so look, I complied with everything with the law. You know, I had to spend 48 hours in jail. I was under house arrest for a period of time. You know, mandatory suspension of driving for like 45 days. Then I was able to apply to the state of Kansas to get like an interlock thing put in your car to where you can drive. Okay, so from 2014 till today, and also prior to going to court, I have this transcendence, this epiphany, this awakening. And, you know, so I have no desire to use drugs, drink, booze. So I get saved on one hand, which is a good thing. I'll take that. And then I got to comply with the, you know, the court system and the state of Kansas. And, you know, there's really not much you can say when you're guilty. And they say for every DUI you get, you probably drove 10 or 15 times, you know, when you shouldn't have. But so I called the state today, and I get this lady at the Department of Revenue who's just a doll, living doll. I should have wrote her name down. I fell in love with her. I got a crush on her. But she just fixed everything, you know, and it was, so my license isn't suspended today. Yes, it's restricted. But man, for what I do for a living, I got to be able to drive around. Studio lights are a little bright today. So, but it's just coping with it. So I explained to her the story about, oh, well, did I tell you this? So maybe I neglect this. So the other day I'm heading up to Leavenworth. I got an appointment on this industrial property that I've got for sale that's got a house on it. So it's neither fish nor fowl. It's a bad industrial property because it's dirty, and it's a bad residential property because who wants to live in a house with all this industrial problem? And it turns out the case file it's like an inch thick of all the code violations it's had over the years. So anyway, highway patrolman pulls me over. I'm late to the appointment. He's a nice guy. You know, he goes, hey, but pal, you're supposed to have an interlock in your car. I go, no, I didn't, man. I complied. These interlock companies, they can't take them out unless you comply. Well, yeah, I did comply. I complied with the court, but that's the criminal action. There's a civil side to this with the Department of Revenue that you got to have this thing in for 2 years. So here all along, I think I'm goody two shoes doing the right thing. So I go to court, and the judge, I didn't do a very good job of selling my case. I think sometimes I take, when I'm trying to tell you a story, I'd go back too far. Well, I was born July 13th, 1959, and these are the things that preceded up to it. Maybe I need to learn. I got to Reader's Digest my stories. So, case in point. So I get pulled over anyway. The guy could have impounded my car, $1,000 fine. But, he goes, well, look, I believe you. So, anyway, I go to court in Leavenworth, which I don't even like the sound of being in Leavenworth. What the hell was that? Sorry, I'm hearing things. They got construction going on outside. But, so the judge says, all right, $100 fine for the speeding ticket. I just pled no contest, and I tried to explain my story. And he said, $200 fine for the interlock. So I'm walking out. Yeah, okay, I got nicked for $300. But now it turns out, I'm talking to the very kind lady today, that I got an extra 90 days added onto the interlock, which I don't want. Plus, the judge didn't tell me that when I was standing there. Not like you can really argue with a judge. So what I've got my mind working right now is how to sell this to him, that he let me not have the interlock. Otherwise, I get it out this November. I don't know. Well, what is the deal with this dog? Well, here, get in the picture if you want to get in. Here, put your feet up here. Come on. I don't ever feed him a drink with this. It's like Pavlov's dog. Go lay down. Maybe he's got to go outside. All right, so that's my drink. That's a good drink. That really, it's really good. It's heart healthy. The doctor behind, what I like about this drink, it's more of a doctor just saying drink it, and we're not a multi-level marketing company, like Plexus and Amway and all that bullshit. Just buy my drink here. This is why it's good. Let him make all the money. He should. It was his idea. All right. So I was trying to look at the date. My daughter turns 22 tomorrow. And You know, there's no doubt in my mind that by nature or nurture that I'm an alcoholic. There's no doubt in my mind that her mom by nature or nurture was an alcoholic. So there's no doubt in my mind that through nature and nurture that my daughter is an alcoholic. And so now, as I'm 2 months, or 2 years, 2 months, 15 days, 5 hours and some minutes, whatever, you know, transcended, you know, you can't justify, well, you're 21 and you get a fuck up for a little while. Now you got, you know, you can't allow it to go on. I mean, I can't, her mom's in denial about her alcoholism. And so I got kind of a real struggle right now with coping with that. You know, it's like if we were born green, it would be better. Alcoholics were born green. So that way, you know, even a bartender would know, hey, look, you're green. I can't serve you. You know, so for an alcoholic to drink, you're just saying, I want to die. You know, there's no good can come of it once you're an alcoholic and you drink. You know, there's just no way. There's no pass. You know, you can't. So if you've got a family member that's got the problem and you know the cure, and the cure is abstinence and recovery, look, you gotta quit now. You gotta do it. You know, I guess you can say everybody has the right in the world to be stupid, but you just don't want it to be your daughter. You know, or there's some people that ought to go drink themselves to death. They're idiots. I just don't want that to be my daughter. There's some people that ought to smoke themselves to death. You know, let pot be legal. Smoke yourself to fucking death. You're not contributing anything anyway. Go ahead. You know, Darwin's theory. Let's get, you know, the strong survive. So let natural selection take its course. You know, it's best that you mate with another non-drinker. But this is the reality of where we are with things. Oh, it's like right now, my big thing right now is industrial hemp. You know, William Randolph Hearst, you know, all the people that didn't want the use of hemp, the cotton growers, you know, all the, you know, the long list of people that industrial hemp, you know, so now it's time for that to go away. Hey, look, we don't want to smoke the shit. We want to make underwear out of it, or shirts, or jeans, or paper products. Industrial hemp has got a lot of uses. And, you know, so let's filter through these laws and things. You know, I'm not for prohibition. There are so many people that can metabolize alcohol and do it right. Drink up. You know, I guess everybody in their life gets to pick what they die from if they're smart enough. You know, so I guess if you want to kill yourself by drinking, and that's your choice, can't stop them. I just don't think it's fair from a taxpayer standpoint to have to enable people. Okay, look, you really want to smoke, and it's going to give you cancer, and you're going to create cancer around you with a secondary smoke, fine. You know, we can't give you health care, and cigarettes are 25. You know, if that's your choice. I'm kind of rambling on, but I think you get the gist of what I'm saying. You know, if you're going to continue to make a bad choice, I can't enable you. It's just not right. So the way you control people is through the control of economics. So if you're going to continue to smoke, it's going to give you cancer. We're going to raise the price of cigarettes for all those people that we're taking care of, but we're giving notice going forward that we're not going to enable anybody else going forward. You're making a choice. That's how you want to kill yourself. Death by tobacco, knock yourself out. But don't make the people, don't make the people pick up for your proclivity. We shouldn't have to pick up the tab for your proclivity. Anyway, we're not getting any calls. Little gruff. I haven't been in the shower yet, really. Or maybe maybe I did take one early. It's been a long day. I got a lot on my mind. Hey, let's see what Mr. C's doing. Let's see what he's doing.
Mark Cardullo.
All right, Mr. C's not available. I'm not getting any calls in. I've opened my heart up to you guys, telling you my issues of the day. See, the thing was, my parents told me about my drinking problem as they cocktailed. Look, as they're drinking, it's what they were saying, but they're not saying, look, you don't have this drinking down like we got it. We drink and to excess, but we stay at home. We don't create any problems, Instead, at least I can look down my nose at people and say, hey, I don't drink. And I understand why you like to drink, but the best I can do is lead by example. Lead by example. So that's the best I got today. Buckcherry's playing upstairs. I love that song. Crazy bitch. That's on my good morning playlist, which is playing. I got it set up to where it's plays live up in my kitchen, which is the total renovation of this house is going on. Man, I got to tell you what, those gas line guys, though, they really saved my bacon on the back porch. So now I can enclose my back porch. I can do my back porch expansion. And now the gas meter's not in my way. They moved the whole gas line for me. They're so nice. I've been letting them park one of the little machines in the front yard. Well, it's nice I got a couple of viewers on. Why don't you call in and say hi? See me. Hey, that's one of my things I'm gonna use. I get to go to court again over my license this Wednesday. I didn't get a lawyer. And the old saying is, a man that represents himself has a fool for a client. Well, yeah. How do you think I got here? Hey, that's already understood that I'm a fool. The judge looks exactly like my lawyer, and the judge actually, he did a good. He listened to my case. I just didn't sell it as good as I could, but also he didn't tell me in face to face that, hey, you got another 90 days on this breath thing. And not that it's negotiable, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if I can get this thing negotiated out. I don't know. I think the last thing that I need to do is reflect on all my mistakes. But anyway, if that's the way it's going to be, that's the way it's going to be. All right. I got to get to work in the real estate business. Got to make some deals. Henry McClure Live.